Rastaman do his thing. You see, he got bling, 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 bling.
Hello and welcome to the Ernest Faison Show. Thank you so much for being here. Because I float like a butterfly and I'll sting like a bee. This man don't need no introduction. This is my paisan, Mr. Jarret Tillinghast. Jarret, thank you so much for being on the show, man.
Ernest, long time, man.
Yeah, it is. This is our second venture that we've done. Tell me, brother, what have you been up to? Or what haven't you been up to?
Yeah.
I think would be more the answer.
We got our hands in everything.
Legendary boxing.
Yeah, legendary
your gym.
boxing.
Why don't we start there?
All right, yeah, legendary boxing. 2019. I was driving by an empty building. Still going through the separation and everything. So I pulled over. I seen the building. I went in. I was like, I like this. So I didn't have any money. I didn't have any way to get it. But I made it for a couple of phone calls, and things started coming together, and
Yeah, the man upstairs.
You know my guy's been,
of course. My guy too.
Yeah, our guy. So God works in
mysterious ways.
Well, and he works through people, and I have great people in my life, and I'm really grateful for a lot of friends, and I like to thank everybody, because everybody comes like this together, and it's a nice thing. So we built up legendary boxing, and we started. I got a few champions. We had Victoria DeRico, Mike Didino, Dylan Stanley. Now we have my 15-year-old sensation,
Levi
Shopless,
who we will speak about.
Yeah.
So you see this open spot, and they say speak it into existence, and
it's
as
almost
it will be told.
Yeah.
Hence, legendary boxing.
I was driving home. I wasn't going to stop. I wasn't even thinking about a boxing gym. It was the last thing on my mind. I was just thinking about my next move.
Yeah,
and
right.
I drive by and I look at the building and I seen a phone number. So I called the guy, the landlord. He met me the next day. And the landlord was like God created this perfect man and gave it to me. Super.
It was meant for you, Jarret.
Yeah, it was meant. And I left there with the keys.
Wow. That day?
That night.
Wow.
I left there with the keys, and then I had a vision, and I just went to work, and I had a great team behind me, and we pulled it together, and we cut the ribbon in 2019. My sons cut the ribbon with the mayor.
Right, wow.
Yeah.
The two Giorgio Armani models, I call them.
Yeah, how could they miss?
Tell them what you told me, Jarret, about the mirror.
What I say to you, I said, do you ever go to hug somebody really beautiful and your face hits the mirror?
Look at this guy.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah, that's what I said. Johnny Carson, let me get it, the drummer, boom, boom. Ding. Yeah, so you started the gym. Now you're training all of these champions now.
Yeah,
I understand the last interview that we had that you have prayer meetings there.
Yeah.
This is a totally different Jarret.
Yeah.
From, how it was back in the day.
Yeah, well.
And so we'll just piggyback on that and keep it going.
Yeah, let's go. This is the next phase, This is. Right. You go through life and you fall on your face 100 times, and either you get it or you don't.
That's right.
You either get it or you don't. If falling on your face and hitting rock bottom and having kids that I made, that I'm responsible for.
That's right.
It's my duty to step up and get up off the canvas and say, all right, it's my duty to them. It's my service to them.
I like that. And so how I would say that, Jarret, is the man said, it doesn't mean that you're clumsy. It means you got to learn something about falling.
That's right.
And if a man shows you, Jarret, who he is, not tells you.
Believe him.
If he shows you, believe him.
Believe him.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah,
it's true though, man.
I know. I know. And I live that way. I live that way now.
And so you're uplifting these kids. You're having prayer meetings over at the Legendary Box. How does that go? And tell us about that.
We started off at Rupin's house, a friend that I met in my church, and he was having Bible studies every Saturday, and they invited us because you know the brotherhood. So I started going there with him, and life happens, and he ends up having to sell his house. So we got to.
I like that. Life happens.
Life happens.
Yes,
you know?
it does.
It does.
Yeah.
Today is beautiful, right? Tomorrow's a hurricane, but the sun will shine again.
Oh, absolutely.
The sun will come out. So Rupin had to, sell and move, get another place, and so the Bible study was in limbo. You know, we didn't have nowhere to go. So it was just when I had just finished my gym, and the whole time I'm building my gym out, I knew my gym wouldn't make it without God in the building. So I knew that. So when the Bible study ended at Rupe's, I invited it there. I'm like, please come to my gym. So that's how we all moved to my gym.
That's excellent, man.
And it's been there ever since.
So you're trying to leave it better than you found it.
Of course.
Yeah. And I want to find this. You are watching PEG, R-I-T-V, the Ernest Faison Show. I got my paisan. I call him my nephew, Mr. Jarret Tillinghast.
Amen.
I love the man. Jarret, won't you tell the people under the sound of my voice about 12, 15 years ago.
Nah, go back. It was 12, 15 years.
Yeah,
Longer than
20?
that. 20, easy.
20 years ago,
Easy
you and I
20.
both were down at Oakland Beach in the wintertime, and I ran up on you, and it was about 10, 15 degrees. Tell them what I told you, Jarret.
You walked me, we were walking out.
To the pier.
You walked me out to the end of the rocks, right? We were on the pier out there.
Because you were going through something.
I was going through it.
Right.
I was like, trying to get back in fighting, and
yes.
So you walked me out to the pier. It was freezing. We were like, you were talking and firing me up as usual, and take off your shirt. I look at it.
Because I do the polar bear plunge.
Yeah.
You know, that in Newport there.
Well, that's really good, A friend of mine just came in and was really stressing ice baths and how beneficial they are.
Well, it shocks your spleen and causes your immune system to be boosted.
Yeah.
So you take off your shirt.
So I take off my shirt, and, it was freezing. It was cold, man, right in the ocean. But we'll never forget that. I tell my kids that story.
Yeah. It kind of took you to another level, didn't it?
It has to. Listen, it's about, I'm always willing to do things that others don't want to do because you need to go to that next level.
That's right.
It's important. It's about the growth, right? If we stay still, how do we stay still? By doing the same thing over and over. We got to keep challenging.
Stagnation.
The physical part of us, that's already there. We can do that all day. Everyone wants to work on the muscle, right? Work on that muscle. That's the muscle
Agreed.
that's the muscle we challenge, right?
That's
so
right.
the more we can get here, the more challenging. I always do. If I have a way with my son, or if he does something, if I get upset right away, then I'm like, all right, I don't like that. Let me handle it, and I'll fix it, and I'll do it differently.
Right. So tell me the significance about your sweatshirt you got on there, bro. I told you we'd accentuate some of the things that you've been doing.
I'm a hometown hero. I'm a Celtic.
You're a homer, Jarret.
I'm a Celtic fan. I'm a Bruin fan.
He's a Celtic. I'm a Laker fan.
How long you had that problem?
What we have here is a thing to communicate. Brother Holly, like my mother said, what's wrong with him?
So far, you got 2 strikes. You're a Cowboy fan and a Laker fan.
Go ahead, though. Tell us about your Pride of Federal Hill.
Pride of Federal Hill.
Okay.
One of my fighters / firefighter, Tay Brown, she started training with me, and she's a really excellent firefighter, really good, really strong girl. And she gave me this because my colors are red and black, and so she went, and this was a gift, and the patches she gave me, and I sewed them on. And everywhere I go, I get asked if I'm a firefighter. And I don't say I am. I got to be honest, I never say I am.
Right.
I just have friends that are there, and I'm a team. I'm about, our first responders and
Of course.
Yeah.
Because without them, we couldn't do what we do.
No.
Absolutely true.
So
I'm with that.
I'm a supporter of anyone and everyone that's helping somebody.
And all this time, I thought you was Italiano, and you tell me, you're like, no, dude, I am cute. Let me see if I can get it right. I'm Cuban,
Yep.
and I'm Irish.
And what?
I forget the other one.
Is Irish, English, Puerto Rican, and Cuban.
So it's a modification.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
You ever see? Look at they look good,
Look at
huh?
that face. Look at
How good do they look?
Tolly's over. My
Hold
camera
on.
guy over here killing. Ladies and gentlemen, we're having fun. I got my paisan, my brother. I love it. Mr. Jarret Tillinghast, legendary boxing. The man has turned over a new leaf. He's living for the Lord. Got 2 wonderful kids. He's also got some projects coming up. We'll start now, Jarret, in on the business end of it now. Little Legends. You want to go ahead and expound?
Yeah, again, I talk about the people I have around me.
Yes.
My team, the best. I have the best team around. I have Coach Tessa. She runs a girl program. So she came.
Legendary ladies.
Legendary. Well, she runs a program called Girl, and she's like all about it. And she's out in Mass. She's like, it's like an hour away, and she really makes the trip. And she's like, very big part of the team and the direction we're moving. And she coaches Little Legends there, which is empowering young 8 to 13-year-old girls.
Oh, nice.
Empowering through the power of boxing, and she runs programs over there with that. And we do Legendary Ladies is 13 and up.
Okay, and then the Punch for Pride.
Punch
Sound
for
like
Pride.
this one right here, right? It got some special sauce to it.
What does that sound like to you? Let me ask you first.
Punch for Pride.
Yeah, Ernest, what does that sound like to you?
You're going to put me in the mic chair here.
Yeah. What is that? When you hear Punch for Pride, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
It just says to me maybe that is something deeper than actually boxing. It sounds like maybe somebody got to eat some humble pie.
Oh, no.
You see how I went? I went a different way.
So, Adi Otwell, you know Adi Otwell, Phantom Boxing, he trained
I
Bob
do not.
Boza.
I'm listening. I'm learning.
Adi's giant of a human, one of my best friends. Him and I created Punch for Pride. Punch for Pride is where we have a logo, we have everything. It's basically setting up self-defense gym like Legendary Boxing, only Punch for Pride, where it's giving the LGBT community a chance to learn how to defend themselves.
So you don't discriminate. This is
Why?
for all
Why?
different walks of
Why?
life
Why?
for people.
Why?
Because basically we're saying we're all God's children.
It's not my job to judge, right?
No, it's not.
So who
'Cause
am
the
I
way
to
you
say?
judge, you're going to be judged.
Yeah. So that's up to him
yeah.
to judge. It's
Yeah,
not
I don't touch that.
I stay
yeah,
away
I don't
from
touch
it.
that.
I stay with my beliefs, and I know that I'm here to help people.
Right.
Wherever it goes,
Well, that's right.
That's what
right.
I'm doing.
That's right. Don't throw no stones in no glass
I
house.
don't judge anything. I don't.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's absolutely true. I appreciate that. So how's that program going?
Well, we just got nationwide trademarked, so it's a big deal. Yeah. So,
Sponsorship is huge.
Well,
would have to be, right?
With this here, I've made some really good connections, in the boxing world and through entertainment and stuff. So something like this has to land on the right person's lap.
Absolutely.
And when that one person sees it and believes in the concept,
Especially that. It only takes one person for that.
and no one's doing this in the whole country. Nobody's got a facility that's specially geared for them for that community to learn self-defense.
So just in case they come into a compromising position, that they will have the skills to be able to.
In this world today,
defend
everybody
themselves.
needs the skills to defend themselves. You tie the government involved for protection and making sure that it's not a targeted place, and you put them in the right places, and that is a lot of collaborating with the LGBT community also.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You've been busy, haven't you, young man?
Well, I'm always creating. So my mind, I never stop. I feel like boxing it's not who I am. It's something I did because
It's a tool to get to the next step.
it was like I started boxing because I almost was going to jail because I was fighting every day. So instead of getting arrested one more time,
Should have went in the Marine Corps.
I wanted to, man.
You should have went in the Simple Five.
If I went in the Marine Corps, I was the one who would have got Osama bin Laden because I would have been a Navy SEAL.
You're one of my SEAL brothers.
Yeah,
now.
all day.
Ooh-yah.
All day.
Yeah. I know some SEAls, man. Some
I
bad boys.
would do nothing less.
Yeah,
That's the
I
challenge.
can see that.
That's the challenge I need. I can't do anything other than I need
Right.
that stimulation. I need that breakdown and get up. I need to be knocked. I need that.
Point well taken.
Right.
You know what? As we talk about the boxing game, my all-time favorite was Cassius, better known as Muhammad Ali. Float like a butterfly and a sting like a bee. That man's so bad he made medicine sick.
Yeah.
And Vietnam.
Yeah.
You know, and then got the medal in 1960 and threw it into the river. Probably still the most recognizable person on the face of the earth when you consider going into villages in the Philippines and Africa
100%
or whatever.
without a doubt.
You know what I mean?
One of the greatest people.
People, I like
One
where
of the
you're going with
greatest.
it.
One of the because we're all messed up, right? We're all messed up. But when you're messed up here, that's what makes you no good. If you had a messed up heart, but we're all crazy in our own way, you know. We're all
I'm crazy like a fox.
yeah, like a like you know. We all have.
I get what you mean, Jarret.
Yeah,
I get what you mean.
And Muhammad Ali was a great human being,
Yes.
and
yeah.
he just was very,
Humanitarian,
yeah, and he was good at what he did.
philanthropy, giving away.
Yes.
And his daughter she wasn't no joke either.
She was
Layla.
no joke. Yeah.
Layla, yeah. Mama said, knock you out. I'm going to knock you out.
Yeah, she could fight.
Speaking about knocking out, do you like to segue how I'm ready to go? So
Oh,
you
yeah,
know
sneaking this in.
I cannot, nephew, let you leave my show without you telling my people, under the sound of my voice, the infamous middle linebacker who played for the Giants, who was the linebacker coach for the Patriots, Pepper Johnson.
Yeah.
I understand that you had a love affair, a wonderful encounter with Mr. Johnson.
We danced a little. It was-
Yeah, can you give us a little something?
in my day, you know, we're out with my guys doing our thing. We're in the club, Prov downtown. End of the night comes, and you know everybody's bumping each other. They'll walk by.
Yeah, he had a bottle of Grey Goose in his hand, didn't
Well,
he?
he had a bottle of something. He was
Something.
walking around with a bottle. He had a
was
fedora.
inebriated.
He had the fedora hat on, and he was big. I didn't look at him.
Little linebacker.
I'm a Patriot fan. If I would have
Yeah.
if I had seen a ring on
Yeah.
his hand, I'd jumped on him and hugged him. I might
Yeah.
fight him.
Yeah, I know.
So, you know, he was blocking this girl off. I don't know. The girl said, "Jarret, this guy's bothering me." So, you know, I have a few drinks. I said, "Do you mind to let the girl by?" But I'm looking up like
Yeah,
this
this is
to him.
Pepper Johnson.
Yeah,
right.
yeah, Pepper Johnson. I'm not, you know, it is what it is.
Right, right.
I'm looking up, like, you know, I said, have a little respect, let the girl by. That's all I had to say to him. So he said, respect, and he started poking me in my head. He's poking down. I don't have to respect you. I don't have to respect nobody. So my guys are behind me, tapping me. You know, I got my crew with me. He don't know I got some heavies with me. So they're behind me, tapping my leg, and I was like, just relax. And then I said, why don't you say that to me outside? It's 2 o'clock now. The building's emptying out. Everybody's pouring out of the building. So he says, say that to you outside. He's like, let's go. He turns like pow hut and he starts heading right to the door. So I'm like, I gotta go outside now. So I start taking off my watch. I'm following him now to the door. And in Prov, when you step out of the door, you go onto a platform.
Yeah, but you end up being eye level with him.
Well, here's what happened. You step out of the door and there's a platform, and then you step onto the sidewalk.
Yeah.
So I was right behind him going out, and my guys were with me. And so by the time we got outside, he stepped off the platform and was on the sidewalk, and he turned around. And he didn't even let me off the platform. So now I'm eye level with him. And he started poking me in my head, and I hit him with a left hook, you know. And you know I hit him with a left hook, and
You put him to sleep, Jarret.
yeah, I put him to sleep. He spent a couple of nights in Rhode Island Hospital. He was out, but I didn't know it was Pepper Johnson. I didn't know who it was. I just thought it was some dude that, you know, another night, another fight, another KO.
You had dirty intentions with that left hand.
Oh, my left hand is dirty anyway. This thing it should have a label, it should come with a warning label, this whole arm.
A nuclear flash inside.
Yo, when I was doing,
Golden gloves too, right, Jarret?
yeah, a bunch of golden gloves, yeah, I won
Yeah.
a bunch of golden gloves, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, when I was wild doing my stuff in my wild days. You know, it was always, you know, I never carried a gun. I never touched them because I just had two of them. So I didn't
I
need
had two guns.
I didn't need
These two. Ladies
Yeah,
and gentlemen,
yeah.
you are watching PEG RITV, the Ernest Faison Show. I'm just sitting here chatting with my brother, Mr. Jarret Tillinghast. He has come a long, long way. He's gone from the wild, so now what he's doing, he's...
From the wild to the mild.
To the mild, I like that. And he's doing all the good. He's got the legendary boxing gym. Let's talk about Mr. Jimmy Birchfield,
Yeah.
the significance of Mr. Birchfield in your life.
Yeah, very significant. Jimmy's the pioneer in Rhode Island.
Absolutely.
I mean, Jimmy's been involved with the game for a long time.
Yes, he has.
His sons, he's got a great family, Joe, Scott, Joey.
Chad Dawson
Chad Dawson is
in his stable.
Yeah, yeah.
He's still undefeated, isn't he?
I'm not sure. I think he is.
Yeah, but go on. I'm sorry. I didn't mean
Yeah,
to-
well, like I said, Jimmy's the pioneer in Rhode Island. And, you know, before us and back in the day, boxing was big in Rhode Island. And if Jimmy wasn't doing it, boxing might not even be in Rhode Island.
Manfredo.
I don't know about Manfredo doing it. You have to have a niche for promoting, and I never seen any of those guys in the promoting field. I've never seen. Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah. And you obviously are giving him a lot of props to him doing what he did.
Yeah. Then
He's still doing it.
Then he's got the MMA.
Oh, is he
He's
in
doing
the
the
mixed
CS.
martial arts now?
Yeah, yeah.
Your thoughts on that? Because I understand, watch this now, Jarret. Watch how I slide this in there. The bottom of your gym is getting ready to be expanded,
Yeah.
and you get ready to go off into the mixed martial arts.
Well, we're building out the bottom stair. We're building out the basement downstairs, and I got some collegiate mats. Some Alan Shaw and Feinstein donated brand new mats, really nice. So I'm going to put a studio
So
down
from
there.
the boxing, you're going to go to the mixed martial arts.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got the punch for pride, the legendary ladies, the little legends.
Yeah,
I mean, you got
yeah.
your hand in a few things, don't you?
Yeah, we got Brawl for It All April 30th.
And
We're
see,
coming back with the Brawl for It All for April 30th.
Mm-hmm.
Brawl for It All is where we've been a little hiatus, I was saying.
Yes, you did.
It's basically regular people like Ernest. You're a talk show host, right?
I am.
Who's the next guy that comes in here as a talk show host, right?
He better be pretty. That's all I know.
Well, if he come in here, right, and you got a problem with him passing, you know, you call him
Yeah.
out and you can fight on my show.
Well, that's right. That's
And,
right.
yeah, be the battle of the talk show host.
Yeah. That's right. That's
And-
right.
and-
I'll put him in the figure four
Yeah.
leg lock.
So that's what we're doing with Brawl for It All. April 30th is our show back, and we just I get together with my partner Rich Capiello.
Yep.
Rich is another icon in boxing, huge promoter out in Boston. He does it all. It's the Rocky Marciano's cousin. He's the one that runs the Marciano tournament, and a great friend. Him and I got together, and we are announcing soon, summer of 2020, the Marvelous Ones champion we're coming with in New England. It's a brand new boxing
You
tournament.
mean 2022 or?
Did I say
Yeah, you say
21?
2020.
2020?
See, we lost a year, did we?
Yeah, you can't. Tell them I get hit a lot.
No,
know?
you good. You sharp as a tack, bro.
Summer of 2022.
Yes, sir.
We are running a tournament in New England that is sort of like the Rocky Marciano tournament.
And then you told me that you also partnered with marvelous Marvin Hagler's Jr.
Yeah.
And you got okay through the family.
Yeah,
By the way, did I tell you the story? I was hanging out in Waikiki late.
Yeah.
And this is back in the day. We were partying, and I did the dumb thing, and I asked him, I said, did you lose that fight against Sugar Ray?
You got comfortable.
I got too comfortable. I think I got numb. I think it was that false courage. He stood up over me.
Did he?
I thought he was going to crack me, man. He said, let's not talk about that.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah, that took him out of boxing.
Yeah, I know. He didn't lose that fight either.
No,
You don't outpoint a man,
Nah, you
Jarret.
can't
You know
lose.
this better than I do. You got to beat a man conventionally.
Yeah, he had one way forward, and he was coming forward
That's
the whole
right.
fight. And a guy that's on the run the whole time, even though he's boxing, you're still on
That's
the
why
run.
I can't
you're not
watch Floyd
engaging,
Mayweather.
you know?
I can't watch him.
Yeah.
He's painful to watch.
He's the best at what he does. At
He
that,
is.
At
he
that,
is.
you can't.
But
you
you
know?
and I, you got to bring some to get some. And
I think that he puts himself in a situation where he is so good that he brings it anyway. Even if you don't have to engage, he make you miss so much by the 10, 12
you feel
round.
me though. You feel me?
Yeah, I know
mean,
what you
I
mean.
just got through looking at Ali Frazier 1,
And
2,
look at
and 3.
look at Ali, and look at these guys.
Yeah.
Boxing-
Ali said that was the closest to death.
Look at Gerald McClellan.
These
one of the
people are
greatest.
never
men-
the same, man.
Yeah, look at, one punch can end the fight, and one punch can end your life. And when you talk about
Boom,
boxing,
boom, Mancini.
when you talk about boxing, the boxing fan wants blood and gore.
I know.
But the reality is Floyd is brilliant.
He is,
The
he
way he
is.
does it. I know what you mean about a fight.
I get it. I
you
get
talk
it,
about
though.
Mickey Ward. Let's talk
You
about
say
Mickey Ward.
tomatoes, I say tomatoes.
Right.
By the way, let me ask you, what is our friend doing? I was going to let you say it. Vinny passed.
I don't know.
Yeah? You don't see him much, do
No,
you?
I don't know what Vinny's doing. I pray for him, and you know.
Well said.
I pray for him, and I wish the best. I wish the best for Vinny.
Right.
I wish that he would. He's created such a legacy for himself, right?
Yeah.
It's okay. It's never too late to start today and make a new ending.
That's right.
It's never too late.
I like that.
That's right. That's
And
right.
so this thing that's happening in March, maybe we can come together on this.
Well, let's go.
Get him out here.
I already told you.
You did.
You're hired. You got the job.
What Jarret says, it's all
got it.
good.
We
Ladies and
got a ring
gentlemen,
announcer.
That's right. You're watching the Ernest Facing Show. I hope that you enjoyed us casually talking, you know what I mean? We're not posturing. We're not trying to fake the funk. This is my boy here.
Yeah.
He has come a long way. I've watched this man grow. He is making it better than he's found it. Now he's uplifting the community.
Amen.
Every kind of community. And he's got God in the middle of it. You can just see it on Jarret. As a matter of fact, when he came in, I sized him up. He's gone to a different place. And it's just a real, true blessing to see, bro.
Amen,
That
buddy.
you have, in fact, turned the corner. And I want you to look in that camera right there in 30 seconds or less and tell people, with hope, what can be done, man.
There's always a way. There's always a way. I don't believe there's never not a way to accomplish something and figure something out. When you make excuses for, I went like this. I stopped complaining and I stopped making excuses. And when I stopped making excuses, even the littlest thing or complaining, if I stubbed my toe, I wouldn't complain. If I thought about something, usually it's, well, because of this, this happened, or because of that, and if it wasn't for this, and if it wasn't for that, I stopped doing that.
Right.
And
Remember the knee?
Yeah, it put me, and the
Oh,
Lord,
I see it. It's on you. It's all over you.
He's on.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Team
it's
Jesus.
Jesus.
Team
I love
Jesus.
it. I love it. I can't add nothing to it. It's been fun,
Yo.
but we got to run. He float like a butterfly and he stung like a bee. He's so bad he make medicine sick.
my man.
That's my paisan. We out.
Love
we
you,
hold
Ernest.
you.
Love
enjoy.
you.
Thank God.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bling, 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 bling. See the Rastaman do his thing. You see that bling, 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 bling. Hey, laddie man. Some people have to know the diamond ring. Driving around with spinning rims.